Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 130. Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah! I'm your co-host, Yam Juice.
I'm your co-host, Flex.
And we've got today a very special guest. We're here to talk about Call of Duty and Halo Beta. Yay! We got Mr. Crazed Spartan in the house. Yeah!
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Thanks.
All right, Crazed.
Anybody else experiencing deja vu?
I'm getting this feeling that I've lived this moment before. Oh. All right. So, Crazed, what have you been doing with your bad self?
Well, you know me, staying out of trouble best I can. Had a really decent Christmas. Actually had a really good Christmas. I enjoyed. I had my sister made this crazy little game that we had to do so we can pass out our presents and stuff. That was really fun to do. All we had was these little race cars. We raced around the house and whatever. It was kind of fun. I came in like 13th or 14th. I didn't do so.
Oh, you didn't win? You didn't go try hard?
No. It's probably because of everything else I was having for beverages.
Oh, I got you. I
ran into the wall a couple times.
Oh no, we've got a crack up. So, did you have to cook anything? Did you cook anything?
No, I was completely not cooking anything, which was nice. Sometimes it's just so nice. I do most of the cooking in my house anyways, so not doing that is just a nice break.
All right. Well, how about you, Flex? How was your Christmas?
Yeah, it was all right. It was Christmas. What the fuck? It's over.
Well, I noticed you took the decorations down in your spot where you're at right now, because there was a bunch of them last week.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, Christmas came on a Thursday, which is good because I got the Friday off, so that made it a 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
That's kick ass.
That was pretty sweet.
Time to get online and do some gaming.
Yeah. Did a little bit of that. I didn't play any Halo because the beta hadn't come out yet.
No, but it's out now. Master Chief still needs some love, but it'll get there. And hopefully at the end of this 3 weeks of the beta, Master Chief Collection will be in a much better spot. I'm really hoping anyways.
Well, okay, yeah, they've got 3 weeks. Get things at least up to a decent level. But all the players that have come and then gone, what are they going to do to get those players back? I mean, I think we've lost a bunch of people.
Well, Bonnie Ross came out and said that they're giving away some free stuff, so as more of a compensation for having such a really rough launch. I think we're getting some nameplates, and my biggest thing though is we're getting the Halo 3 ODST in 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is awesome. That's probably one of my favorite campaigns of all time.
Now, if they give this to other people who didn't go through these trials and tribulations, I'll be mad.
I think they're going to get it. They're going to be able to get it, but I imagine they're going to be paying like a little price, like $25 or something, to get all of that. At least for the ODST to get that. But if you've endured the pain and suffering of the Master Chief Collection from launch day until I can't remember what day she said, and you're going to get that stuff free, which is really great. It's awesome. You're going to get the remake of Relic. I haven't heard good things about Relic. I've never played on it. I hear it's kind of a bland map, but we'll see what 343 is going to do with it. We'll see what happens.
Well, I guess Certain Affinity is going to wave their magic wand and remaster it and do all their crazy fun stuff to it, retexture it.
Yeah, retexture it, add some fun elements to it. I could see 343 doing something fun with that. Or not 343, but Certain Affinity.
Yeah, we'll get some sort of thing that you can shoot and it's like trigger a waterfall or a stalagmite will come from the ceiling or, whatever.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I'll be interested to see it regardless, but 343 realizes that they messed up big time with this, and they're going to give us a little something for our time. Now, my biggest concern that I have is those people that said, you know what, I'm going to give this Halo thing a try. And I think you know who I'm talking about. Old Mango, I think.
Right.
And I really felt bad for him because Halo is awesome. It's easily my favorite game to play. And to do such a rough launch, and I could see the frustration that anybody would have willing to try Halo and give it a try, and then this is what we get.
Right. Only the diehards would be willing to put up with the stuff that we had to put up with to even play it. It's like the kind of curious people. It's like, this is for the birds. You know?
Yeah.
I'm getting Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Which is really a shame because once it's fixed and where it needs to be, the Master Chief Collection is going to be an incredible game to have throughout the years of the Xbox One, without a doubt.
Years. If it works, it'll be played for years.
Yeah. I'll be one of those because I love the campaigns. I will play the Halo games just for that. I can't tell you how many times I've gone through the campaigns, and just to be able to continue that on the Xbox One is awesome.
Yeah, well,
I just leave the light on by my chair.
Now they're all on the same platform. You know, before it was like Xbox 360, and now the Xbox One. Well, now we all got it on one thing.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't surprise me if down the road they're going to say we're going to put Halo Reach on the Master Chief Collection too. It really wouldn't.
Well, it wouldn't be too surprising.
I mean, ODST is a complete surprise. I didn't know it was possible, but apparently it is.
Well, I think people are going to be a little gun shy if they bring back any remakes. Like, you know, I don't think I'm going to pre-order it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Pre-orders are. I'm like you, Yam Juice. I'm done with pre-orders.
I'm not pre-ordering or pre-downloading either one. Screw it.
Well, I saw at GameStop is advertising if you pre-order Halo 5 Guardians, starting on January 3rd, they're gonna give you a poster.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing you get. That's the only thing you get is like either that's the best thing is like if you get something physical like a poster, but then you know a lot of times you get like in-game camos and you know some
garbage
sort of
you don't need.
Some sort of a costume for your guy, or maybe some limited ability.
Stuff that you really aren't even going to notice.
Right. Well, you know, if you go into a game and people are sporting, you know, on their player model, they've got something that they got for pre-ordering. It's like, yeah, I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like having pre-order stuff like that where it's exclusive to pre-orders. I really don't like that. I guess that needs to go away because I don't want to have to sit there and pre-order from this company to get this thing or pre-order from that company to get that thing. And it's just like ridiculous.
It's fucking bullshit that like Walmart gets one bonus, GameStop offers another bonus, Best Buy offers another bonus. They all offer different bonuses. What are you supposed to do? Buy all fucking 3 copies?
Well, if you want the goodies, you want those goodies, you gotta do it. Oh, so Guardians, didn't they announce that there's going to be a $250 super pre-order or super deluxe edition or something?
Yep.
$250?
Yeah, it's going to have a statue of some kind. We don't know what.
That better be a good statue, man.
Have you ever gotten any of those statues before or anything like that?
No.
The McFarlane statues, they're actually some really high quality stuff.
Yeah.
I got one for Halo Reach. I bought the legendary edition of that. It's got all 5 Spartans. I think it's 5. And it looks really nice. And it's tucked away somewhere right now. But it looks really good. And if you got the money, if not, you know what? I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. The last big thing like that I got me and Flex both got it. We remember Black Ops 2. They had the quad rotor.
Yep.
The care package, the giant plastic care package.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the quad rotor kind of works.
Yeah. I remember that big old thing. I didn't get it, but I remember seeing it.
Yeah. It's very light. It's like, oh my god, it weighs like a piece of paper. You know, it's made out of whatever, super light.
I'm sure it's high quality stuff.
Well, it's okay. I mean, nowadays you got quad rotors. You can go to Best Buy and get these amazing ones, or Radio Shack. But at the time, 2 years ago, it was kind of a cool deal.
Yeah. Has it been 2 years since Black Ops?
Black Ops 2, yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last year was Ghost, and then the one before that was Black Ops 2. Did you play Ghost?
It's so hard to tell with the Call of Duty series. I did. That game was frustrating. I don't know. I didn't like the maps. I didn't like the gunplay so much. I just kept getting sniped because the maps were so huge.
Yeah.
Even the small maps, they were huge.
Yeah, the maps were gigantic. I mean, you could play Battlefield Conquest with vehicles.
Yeah, just big.
Yeah.
So I am liking Advanced Warfare. I think that's actually surprised me quite a bit with all the exosuit stuff, and I'm actually enjoying that.
Yeah, it's good. The guns, you know what? There's only a couple of guns that are really viable in that game. There's like the BAL, the AK-12, and then now they have the one SMG that works, the ASM, whatever it is.
14.
Pretty much that's it.
Yeah. Well,
all the rest of it is
typical.
Yeah. I'd like to try some other crazy stuff, but it just is like if you want to commit suicide, just try using one of those novelty weapons.
I've seen some people running around with those ray guns. It was interesting. Killed me pretty quick, so there has their uses.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to hand it to Call of Duty this time around. I mean, that's a big change. Ray guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely out of the norm.
Yeah, it's like I'm shooting guys with a laser, and it's like, and I'm jumping up and doing crazy stuff. So
that brings up the question: is what do you think? Black Ops or Treyarch? Don't know if it's going to be another Black Ops, but what do you think they're possibly going to bring to the table now that they have a whole other year to work on it?
I don't know. It's like, the change to the exosuits with all the movement abilities is a big change, and it's like, are they going to go back to just the standard kind of Call of Duty where you just run around and maybe you can jump like 4 inches off the ground, or are they going to be? Are we going to be forced because of expectations to have this kind of crazy movement?
That's the question, and I'm kind of going to be curious to see what Treyarch brings. I've kind of always preferred the Treyarch games over the Infinity Ward games.
Yeah, absolutely. The original Black Ops is the best Call of Duty, in my opinion.
Yeah, wish I had better internet. Oh.
Well, at least the guns didn't kill instantly like they did in, the Infinity Ward games.
Yeah. That's what I hated about Ghost is you died so quick. I mean, you die quick regardless, but man, it's just like almost insta-kill.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just spoiled with Halo.
Well, what do you think about Halo Guardians' time to kill? It seems faster than other Halos to me.
It's definitely a little shorter. I mean, you can tell that, but it still takes that 4-shot, like your BR. It takes a 4-shot BR shot, and with such so little aim assist, I mean, they're actually pretty hard to get that 4-shot kill. I mean, I think the medal is called Perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
You love it when you hear that guy, Perfect.
Yeah, you don't get that very often, but when you do, it is actually very satisfying It's like, I got every single shot on you. So it's faster, but again, the skill's just a little bit more, I think. So if you're getting your shots, you're going to be killing people pretty easily. But if you're not, you're probably going to end up dead.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I guess they have to have a little bit faster time to kill because the fact is that you can dash out of the way or slide or whatever. You've got a little bit more movement flexibility for defensive purposes. So, you know, in order to kill somebody, you kind of need to shorten the time to kill a little bit.
Well, I like actually how they balance sprint this time around. This is actually probably one of the best balances I've seen. I think if you're just starting to sprint and if you get shot, you're knocked out of sprint. And if you stop sprinting, you cannot just pick up sprinting again. I mean, it takes a little bit of time before it to reset.
Yeah, if you sprint even a moment, then you reset the timer all it goes from the beginning. And it's like, you know, you'll end up running around all over the map with like red flashing health. You know, it's like until somebody finally puts a bullet in you.
Is that, or you stop because you got to stop moving. And I've come to that decision many times where it's like, do I sprint? Do I not sprint? Because if I sprint, I gotta restart my shields.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you just have to look at your opponents, where they are, and like, do you have time to lay back and, you know, build up your shields, or do you just have to go for it?
Yeah. But that's where it needed to be. That's where Halo 4 needed to be. But unfortunately it wasn't. But I actually think it's actually a very well balanced sprint mechanic, so I'm liking that.
Okay, so Crazed Spartan going on the record in favor of sprint. Get the pitchforks! Get the torches! We're coming after you!
Oh, you know, you say that, but you know what? There are so many people that as soon as they saw that you had sprint, you had the smart scope, which there's like freaking out. It's like, oh my God, we got ADS. It's not ADS. For anybody watching that, it is not aim down sights. It's zoom with some animation. That's what it is. That's why they call it smart scope.
Right. They
saw that and they absolutely freaked out. It's like, oh my God, it's not Halo anymore. It's Call of Duty, this and that. I don't think so. To me, it plays really nice. It plays like Halo.
Yeah. Well, it seems like in this community you have to hate sprint no matter what. It's like even hearing the word sprint.
Yeah. Well, you just got to expect it now. If you don't have sprint these days, it's just not going to go over well into the general masses. You got your elitist competitive guys that they have a valid point about sprint, and they've presented it well. All the issues that it causes, it's still there, but due to the entertainment factor and the rest of the society, sprint isn't going to go away anytime soon. So you just got to accept it or stick with the Master Chief Collection, one or the other.
Well, you know what? If you want your game to be a true arena shooter, I don't think moving around like a slug with lead weights on your feet is like the way to be an arena shooter. I mean, come on, it's like Quake or Unreal or something. Those guys are like bouncing around like jumping beans, and they're crazy. And those are the classic arena shooters.
I think what really says to me arena shooter is that everybody starts off the exact same. And if you want the better weapons, you have to go get them. You have to go and earn it. You have to take it from the other team. That, to me, says arena shooter. All the other little mechanics in between, I think, are just spice on top of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think it's like, okay, sprint is going to nullify some strategies and some kind of skills that people have acquired over time. It's not going to nullify it. It's going to reduce the effectiveness of map control.
Correct.
But at the same time, it's going to create new skills and new strategies that the people who use the movement effectively and are good will be able to absolutely shit on the people who don't. So there'll be skills. There's a skill gap, but it just might be a different skill than the one you've been spending the last 10 years working on.
Yeah. I mean, we've only seen the 2 maps so far. We've only played on the 2 of them, and map control is still a factor, especially when, like on Empire, you know what I'm talking about, is that they announce the snipers coming in 30 seconds. Next thing you know, everybody is huddling around the snipers. They're waiting for them to spawn, and they're trying to keep the other team from getting that. So map control isn't completely gone. I don't care for the announcers saying that the sniper's coming up. I believe that that's not going to be 100% of the time. But on certain maps, and of course for online matchmaking, you're probably going to see a lot of it. But I said all that stuff is still kind of there. It's just going to be a little bit faster, a little bit quicker to get to wherever.
Well, nowadays, people are raised on a diet of Call of Duty, Battlefield, Titanfall, Destiny. It's like trying to have a game that is like Halo 2 or Halo 3. It seems primitive in today's world.
Yeah, I don't think Halo 2.5 would survive. I really don't. Not in today's market. And 343 knows this, as does a lot of people. And some of the, like I said, the competitive guys don't like that thought. But that's just the way the market is today. You got to cater to the market, whether casual or not. And I don't think this is, like I said earlier, I don't think this is a casual game. I think it's a very competitive game, and we're only going to go up from here.
Right. Did you see Gandhi's video today? He made a video, and it's like, the people who are getting all crazy upset about SPRIIINT. He basically, said, "Nah, you're crazy."
Yeah, pretty much. I have to agree with him on that, and then I just hope that those people that written off this game because they saw it and whatever else, that they're going to give it a try and go from there. And if you still try it, get some game time with it, and you still don't like it, hey, that's all you. That's not a big deal. You tried it. This beta is the perfect thing to try it on because it's free. You already got the Master Chief Collection. And just like Destiny, I spent $60 on Destiny. I tried it. Didn't like it. so I went and got rid of it, and I lost $20 on the deal, but that's the way that goes. So at least I'm not at least we're not paying to try it and then returning it.
Yeah. Well, I bought it digitally, so I'm stuck with it.
Yeah. I did that with the Master Chief Collection because I knew I was going to keep that, but other games, though, I'm probably just going to get the disc version.
Yeah. Well, it is handy when it's on your Xbox. If there's a game that you really want to play a lot, you don't have to fish around for the disc. Where did I put the disc? It's actually sort of convenient.
Yeah, it's actually very convenient, and I think, and this has been a while, but I think that DRM that Xbox One started off with, and they patched it day one because everybody was flipping out about it, you would have been able to share that game with your friends and play online. With your friends. They didn't even have to buy it. Granted, I'm sure that dude had a timer and you have to reset it and everything, just like PlayStation does now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right.
Hopefully
people
they'll
were
do that
freaking out. People were just like, that's pretty much what caused the Xbox to fall so far behind at the start was stuff like that.
Yeah, people didn't really realize it, and I don't blame the people for that. I blame Microsoft for that. They really marketed that idea poorly. They really did. Otherwise, because, man, it would have been awesome to sit here and go, my brother doesn't have Master Chief Collection, so I'm going to send him an invite to play with me for a couple hours or whatever else. And he plays it for free. I think that would have been a great idea, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you know what? That'll sell games. If you get a chance to try a game for a while, it's like, hey, I got to get that game.
Yeah, that way you don't have to deal with hey, You send me an invite so I can play.
So it's the writing's on the wall. It's things are going digital. GameStop is going to probably go by the wayside within a few years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tops.
Well, they give you peanuts for your used games, and they charge they give you $5 off, if you buy used from buying new. So they're kind of like, everybody hates GameStop, but we all go there.
Unless you go to eBay or something, but yeah.
eBay. Well, yeah, you can buy your games on eBay. Sometimes you can buy games that are hard to find.
Yeah, I've bought lots of games on eBay. A lot of games. That's how I got my original copy of Halo 2. I went on to eBay.
Wow.
I went and found it and I ordered it and got her. Got the multiplayer maps with it. And, yep. Other than that, because it didn't sell in the stores anymore.
So did you still have a working Xbox?
No, it plays on the 360.
Oh, it plays on the 360 on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but there's
Halo 2 was an Xbox game, right?
Yes. Yep.
It was one of them that they grandfathered it in on the 360.
Yeah, it had a emulator glitch to it though, but it's like every now and then it looks like a screen freeze. You'd still be walking around, but it'd be like this background shadow type of thing. It was really annoying.
Yeah. Well, it's like if people have problems with Guardians, they can always go to Counter-Strike. Good old Counter-Strike.
Oh, I'm not a PC guy, so I'm not going.
No, not me either. Not me either. Yesterday, somebody that we know, the first night of Halo 5 beta, somebody that we know was playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I think I know who.
in protest. I think it's a protest thing. It's like it's a political statement.
Like I was saying earlier, that's fine, but man, I hope that person gives Halo 5 beta a try and make his voice known to 343 on the forums. Let him know what's right, what's wrong, what's working, what's not. That's the whole point of this beta. And to just write off the game just because it's a little different than what you're used to,
without really giving it a try.
Yeah.
Without trying it. It's like it's free. It's free. You don't got to pay for it.
Yep. You got the Master Chief Collection. Go for it. Give it a try. But yeah, I'm really hoping that that individual that I'm thinking of, and I think we're thinking of the same one, is that gives it a real go. Gives it a real try this time.
Right. So everybody who knows who we're talking about, send this person the message that this community needs you. We need you. We can't go on without you. Counter-Strike could go on fine without you. Counter-Strike doesn't need you. We need you.
Yeah, I hope he's listening. I hope he watches this.
if he doesn't watch it, somebody who knows him should tell him about it and just relay my message. This is my own personal plea. Please don't abandon us.
Yeah. We'll see if he gives it a go. I hope he does.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
We'll say a Christmas prayer and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So we've got plenty more of it left. Tonight is only the second night. After this show, I was hoping to get on and play a little bit. How about you guys?
I'm down for some game time.
You can go ahead, not flex.
Okay, we'll go flex. Well, you still got 2 more games to get ranked, right?
Yeah, I do.
Get those games in, baby. Get those games in.
Get your rank.
Actually,
you feel better though too.
After I got ranked, the games were easier because I was playing against other bronzers. So, yeah.
Like Cleanup was talking about that. He was sitting there going, "How in the world did I get ranked to bronze?" It's like, I don't know how you got ranked to bronze.
Cleanup got ranked bronze?
Yep.
He's a BK.
Yeah.
He's a scrub.
Just like the me.
Well,
Yeah,
I've got my eyes set on silver. God dang it, I'm gonna get there.
If I'm playing with Modest Major, I might get up to Onyx, but I wouldn't count on it.
Well, if you're playing with some of those guys, if you're playing the same lobby with him and Ubernick, it's like you can basically just coast along and ride.
I've Modest Major does like the best Ubernick impression. If you've ever heard it, you'd swear it was Ubernick. It was just so good.
Yeah, he's the man of 1,000 voices for sure.
If you were watching his stream that last weekend, you might have heard it a couple times.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is like Mango, our friend Mango, noticed this. Whenever Modest Major is trying to mock somebody, he always uses an American accent. Did you notice that? Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're mutts of the world, so we're all right.
Well, you don't really have too much of an accent. You're from up north, near Flex.
Yep. It's actually really interesting to go somewhere else. I've been to a lot of places in my lifetime, and as an example, went on a cruise down there out of Louisiana, I think, and it's like everybody down there that was on the cruise, like half the crew or half the people that were on the cruise was like from Alabama, and they just swore up and down that we had the best accent ever. It's like, I don't have an accent. You guys do.
Well, I'm from Texas, so I probably still have a little trace of it, but I've been living in California since 1985, so that's a pretty long time.
Yeah, good old California. Nice state. I lived in San Diego for 5 years. It was nice to be there. I had a good time when I was there, but don't want to continue to be there.
So what's so bad about California?
Expensive.
Well, yeah, you're probably true. You're probably right about that.
The house I live in, I think in California, would probably be about $500,000.
Are you kidding? It's like if you have a house, there's no way it's only worth $500,000. It's like it'd be worth more than that.
Yep. That's the last time I've looked, but I got like a 1,600 square foot house with a basement. Yeah, I could just imagine what that'd go for in California.
Yeah, $500,000 here will buy you like maybe something the DEA raided a crack house or something.
Yep.
And there's still chemical spills all over the place. That's your $500,000 right there. Yeah.
That's why I like this show. You guys don't just talk about gaming, which is awesome, but you do talk about other stuff too.
That's right. Well, we're not good enough of gamers, really, to just talk about gaming. Flex and me are old.
I'm not too far behind, so...
Yeah. You made that comment. I said in one of my videos that, like, hey, look, I'm older than your dad. And you made the comment.
My dad.
Not your dad. How old is your dad?
I don't know. How old am I?
Well, you're 30-something, right?
Yeah. I have a terrible time remembering anything like that anymore. My dad's, I want to say 60. I want to say he's about there.
Ah, there you go. Well, I'm only about 2 weeks or 2 weeks and a couple of days from 56.
Yeah. Same age as the guy I work with. He's entertaining.
Right. Well, you whippersnapper, Crazed, you are in your 30s, and in gamer years, you might as well be 100. That's like ancient.
Mm-hmm.
I am. But I'm not going to give it up.
I mean, once you hit 23, you're kind of on the downhill slide,
Yeah, and it's just it's so frustrating at times when I play with Rapscallion and Modest Major and Delementary or whoever I'm playing with. They're such young pups, and I just get slaughtered. Just
you darn kids with your reflexes.
Yeah. And I remember when I was a kid and I was like playing some Super Mario, and I was easily the best one in the area playing Super Mario, but not anymore.
Super Mario. Did you have your initials up on the arcade screen?
No, the NES version. NES version.
Did you play Donkey Kong back in the day? It's like it came out when I was in college.
I did. That was the best. The arcade Donkey Kong.
Right. There was I was going to college, and I lived in an apartment just off campus, and the 7-Eleven, really, really, really close to my house, always had like 3 arcade video games. And I remember when like my friend said, they've got this new game, you absolutely have to try it. It's called Donkey Kong. It's like, oh, okay. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. Well, they had that show. It was on G4 like a long time ago, but it was like called The King of Kong or something like that.
I saw that. That was a great documentary.
Yeah, that was awesome. I never would have thought about that, but yeah, back in the day, they had competitions for that. How many points could you get to the end screen because the game would just default out?
Yeah, they call that the kill screen. It's like there's a guy, he's about to hit the kill screen. You know, it's like I don't know if it's like 256 screens or something. It's like it's limited by the amount of computer memory that the console that the arcade game had.
Yeah. That's honestly a little bit different too. Is back in the day we used to play for score. I mean, how many points did you get on this level or whatever? It's like no, nobody cares about score anymore.
Yeah,
very few games have that anymore.
Yep.
Well, the big game that was the most fun back in those days was Defender. You know, it's like you had the stick and you had the buttons that you slapped. And it's like it was fast moving. It was just like, oh my god, that game was the bomb. And there was always a line of people at 7-Eleven wanting to play that game. They had a little alcove off to the side where they had the arcade.
Oh, good old arcades.
Missile Command. That was my first experience with a trackball.
Yeah, the old trackballs. You don't see those anymore.
No. Now, see, I'm a mouse guy. Have you ever tried using a computer with a trackball?
No, I have not. You mean a mouse with a trackball?
Yeah. You mean like it's like instead of a mouse, they have like one of those trackball things.
Oh, yeah. I have not seen one of those in years. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I've never had one.
Just not my thing, man. But boy, you could sure play some Missile Command with that thing.
Well, I'm sure you could. Oof.
Yeah.
So, boy,
Flex,
we're old.
Yeah, no kidding. Flex, you look like you're.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Seven ways to Sunday. Yeah. So yeah, Flex, they cut him off of his pain meds, right?
No,
you need to go get better meds.
We don't need to talk about that.
Sure, no problem.
Well, I'm feeling for you. Hopefully, you'll get better soon.
Yeah, we got another friend. Flex and me have another friend who's got a shoulder problem. He just had surgery, so I hope everything goes out for him. Pony. He sent a picture of himself in a hospital gown.
Hopefully it's the front side, not the back.
Yeah, thank God. Well, my mom is in the hospital right now. The Monday before Christmas, she fell and broke her pelvis.
Oof.
Oh, man. So, right now she's in a like a therapy place right now. So.
Yeah, that's rough business.
Hope she heals that.
I don't think they ever fully recover from that.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
They'll be able to get around and stuff. I mean, my mother-in-law had the same thing, kind of, and yeah, she's got a limp she'll have for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll work so she's at least able to move around and everything.
Yeah, I hope so. She just got a dog. She always wanted a Sheltie, a Shetland sheepdog. It looks just like Lassie, except it's small.
Oh, yeah.
And just about a month and a half ago, she got this dog, and she was walking it. And that's when she fell. So I blame the dog.
Well, we just got a border collie not too long ago.
Oh, really? Those are the smartest dogs that there is.
Yeah, to a point.
Right? Isn't that the thing with border collies? They're supposed to be super smart.
Yeah, she's smart, and she knows when she's done something she's not supposed to. You should see it. As a matter of fact, she woke me up today just barking at something outside, and here I'm rolling out of bed. And I work nights, so I'm tired. She hears me get up out of bed, and by the time I walk downstairs, she's hiding behind a couch or something. Yep. She knows she's not supposed to be doing that.
No. Yeah, well, they're cute dogs, and it's like, yeah, whenever you see like these competitions for like agility and these obstacle courses and stuff, it's always border collies.
Yeah, she's very smart. She's energetic. Oh my God, energetic. Got to take her on walks. If you don't, she's just all over the house. Yeah.
Well, I've got a Chihuahua, and she's energetic. She exercises her energy by shivering all the time. Yeah, Chihuahuas are always shivering. I don't know why. It's kind of
weird. Because they're not warm enough. I don't know.
I think they're nervous. I think it's just like nerves. It's like they're anxious about something.
Yeah.
But I get a hero's welcome every single night I come home. It's like, I'm gone but not forgotten.
Yep. Time for Dad to come home.
It's like, remember Flintstones? Dino would attack Fred as soon as he came home. He would jump on him and knock him down.
Yeah, I remember that. Does anybody else remember the Flintstones? Please put a comment down below.
That's it. They probably remember the movies with John Goodman.
Yeah, that's probably about it. And that's been a while too. That's
pretty old. 90s? Yeah, they probably don't even remember that.
No.
Hanna-Barbera. All right, so I'd say we pretty much flogged this episode to death. You've been watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 130.
Hey!
If you're still watching at this point, get a life. No, we love you. We love you. So we'd like to thank our super duper special guest, Mr. Crazed Spartan. Yeah!
Hey, thanks for having me again, guys. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're always welcome. And I've been your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
So this ain't your first rodeo. You know what to do. Well, actually, you're just an avatar.
The avatar.
But just out of curiosity, did you do it? Did you get up to the camera and do it?
I sure did. Trust me.
All right. So everybody just imagine that he did. All right. So there's only one thing left for us to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.